Parking for library business only. No overnight parking. Lots of space. But there's houses right next to it. And you can see there's plenty of side street to choose from. Alright, so when you see a big crack on the wall goes along the whole seam, you know that it's pretty much abandoned. It's all boarded up and just ready to fall. This is like an old feed store. Alright, so it looks like they built up a nice park here for maybe City Hall. But then across the street, this thing collapsed. Looks like it was all hollow before. One story. And then this thing's all beat up. They say it's condemned. Keep out. Unsafe. Insanitary? You may appeal. There's a broken window I can look through. Just gonna take a peek. Wow. Several mattresses. Huh. Oh, you can look through here. Can't see too much. Really, it's got that old... Ooh! There's a weird type of a bug. I don't know if that could be heard or seen. So insanitary. Ugh. So people were living here at one time. Yeah, they had a fence up, big wooden fence. And now it's all open. This is condemned too, huh? Wow. This guy had like a lot of property. He did appliance repair. So people come in and they tore down the fence and then inspected and condemned. Wow, this guy was a long time holdout, because the buildings around are pretty in nice shape, mostly. In fact, right next to it, there's this really very new building that they're still working on, right next to it. So they probably have big plans for that condemned property. This thing does not move. I think it's a butt rest. Alright, I've never felt so compelled to actually touch an LED screen. Look at that, it's kind of neat. You're right here. You just touch it. Yeah. It's so low to the ground for the Civic Center. Alright, so this was a fire bell from 1879. Sounds good. In the municipal building area. Alright, so this parking garage is for the theater or the courthouse, I think. And they put all the police vehicles up here. All the, well, no, the just sheriff department, for the sheriff department. They got a lot of them. There's actually somebody in that tower. There they are. What is it, a spark? Almost sounds like there's two of them. They were standing around the motel sign. You got these license plates with the exempt status. Exempt? And I can't tell if these are police vehicles or what. It seems like everything that they've parked up here are government owned, and then maybe they park their privates below. But these look like private vehicles. Isn't the usual Bank of the West to usually have a bear? In California, I seem to recall them using a bear for a symbol. But now I can't quite remember. They changed up their symbols? I just want to make note that I have never seen this type of garbage with a flip-top lid like that. Never seen the flip-top lid. So apparently there's a gunfight every night at 6, Monday through Friday. 15th and Pioneer. Huh. This is 15th. Where's Pioneer? This is Pioneer. right over there. I want to go to Safeway. I got to cross two bridges, one for the railroad, which is pretty massive, and then the other for a if there's a bridge, I don't even remember. Maybe two bridges. Looks like they had some kind of celebration in this area. Cheyenne events. There's, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're setting up for the 4th of July. The old train station and the Wrangler, famous for ranch wear since 1943. Old cell phone tower. So I find a 20 laying in the parking lot. It looks like it's legitimate. I hope people don't leave fake ones laying around. I gotta admit, I'm not quite sure what a draw is. Is it supposed to signify a river? Something like a river, maybe. This is the worst parking lot I've ever seen. It's got a groove for every tire the whole way. I'm like walking around through it and I'm like, what's with all these grooves? They're all parking grooves in front of these fine businesses. All right, talking about this. I'm just gonna say that, oh, is that the library? The alarm's going off in the library. I just want to say that some guy revved his car the loudest I've ever heard. I was hoping to catch him coming back around or something. It was loud from the start. Some black car, like a racing style, and he just revved it, and it was the loudest thing I've ever heard. All right, so it stopped and started up again. There might be a fire. They're losing a lot of water. You know, I bet there's some health benefit to breathing in the fermentation gas, the one that makes you just go a little bit. I bet there's some benefit to breathing that in. It's kind of hard to breathe in, and it feels like it does something. Maybe relaxes the heart. All right, I like tossing in frozen fruits in the drinks. That cool, and then I can drink it in more of a chilled state. It's like throwing ice cubes in, and then it'll warm up to ferment eventually. All right, let's see what we got for History Channel here. Capital, yep, right there. Depot, Frontier Days, they talked about that. I found that curious. Oh, cool. The Air Force Base, Ames Brothers Pyramid. Okay, now we're getting far away. So right about Fort D.A. Russell. All right. Alright, I might be able to replace the battery one-handed, or put it back in at least. So the way it looks, all you gotta do is just kind of reverse pinch. Alright, it's in. I just don't want it rubbing. It kind of rubs against the wing. Alright, so I was caught by a rainstorm that was really fierce. And I wasn't sure if it was going to stop or what. So I left the windows cracked. Yeah, it's going to be really wet in here.